Hi, guys. Eric Pathy here at PickDogs.com for your overnight report for Wednesday, November 20th. I had a question from one of the listeners slash clients slash viewers, all of the above. He said, why do they put games in a special category called added games or extra games? I asked you about this earlier in the season. He also noticed that the betting limits at his sports books in the legal state that he's playing in are much lower than obviously the top 25 teams or the main conferences or the NBA.
Yeah, it's. I think it's kind of arbitrary, but what they're doing is they're basically saying if your conference is a lower conference, we don't want to take big money on those conferences. So conferences like the Atlantic Sun, the MEAC, which is the Mid Eastern Athletic Conference, the SWAC, which is the Southwestern Athletic Conference. Um, what other ones? The America East Conference, the Northeast Conference. Those are kind of the ones. But for me, it doesn't make a lot of sense, and I'll try to explain why. I'm looking at Ken Palm. That's Ken
Mm-hmm.
Pomeroy's website, and so he ranks all the schools from 1 to 364. So when you look at, for example, the bottom 44 schools in his top 364 rankings, here are some of the schools from um, the board conferences that made his bottom 44, right? So you can bet on these schools, even though they're just as garbage as the other schools. Uh, New Jersey Institute of Technology. Oh, I'm sorry. They're in the American East. That's a non-board school. Okay, IU Indy is in the Horizon League. They're the seventh worst team. Lindenwood in the Ohio Valley Conference. They're one of the bottom
Mm-hmm.
11 teams. Um, Dartmouth in the Ivy League. That's you can bet on them. VMI in the Southern Conference. Detroit Mercy in the Horizon League. Tennessee Tech in the Ohio Valley Conference. Um, Louisiana Monroe in the Sun Belt. So Hampton in the Colonial. Western Illinois in the Ohio Valley. Southeast Missouri in the Ohio Valley. Eastern Illinois in the Ohio Valley. So those are all the schools that are ranked among the bottom teams in college by Ken Palm, but yet their conferences are bettable, so to speak, and the other conferences are not. So yeah, to me it's a little bit over inclusive and under inclusive. So I don't really agree with the policy. I think you're using the same math to determine the point spread. So what the hell's the difference?
There you go. Well, that you gave a very deep dive, sufficient answer in that, and obviously you are not scared of those added teams. NGIT was one of your plays the other night, plus 22. I believe they lost by 20. The line actually closed to 20 and a half. Even the late guys, if they played it, actually covered by half a point.
Yeah, I mean it's a shame because like I was looking at my added game records for the season. Um, we're 15 and 5 on the added board games, so it's frustrating when you can't get down
Right.
the right amounts of money on the lower games.
There you go, guys. If you want to take advantage of a little of that 15 and 5 in the added games, plus all the all access, send me a text message if you're a high net worth individual and you can play from 1 unit up to 10 units. And usually in my world, that's 1% up to 10% of said bankroll. 702 769 0404. What is your complimentary selection this hump day, this Wednesday, November 20th?
Yeah, let's look at a game that will be on the board for everyone.
Right.
um, the Atlanta Hawks against the Golden State Warriors. Um, you've got a situation here: Golden State coming off the 3-point loss to the LA Clippers, Atlanta coming off the upset win against the Sacramento Kings. Golden State, over the longest term now, when they're off a loss and their opponent is off a win, Golden State is now 147 and 97 with two pushes ATS.
Wow.
So we're going to take, yeah, it's just a consistent thing. So we're going to take Golden State um, minus the 8.5 points over the Atlanta Hawks on Wednesday.
There you go, guys. Lay the wood with Golden State, 702 769 0404. Good day and good luck.